right, guys, so now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna be warming up, we're gonna go in across this way. We're gonna do our healing exercise because I noticed a lot of us are having a little bit of issue with our dog pulling on the leash, okay? And I think that the most important thing that we want is we want to be able to take our dog places, we want them to be neutral, and we want to be able to walk them without yanking our shoulder out of socket. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lure them. I want you to put them into the heel position. When they get into the heel position, you're gonna say yes, and you're gonna reward. All right, I want you to do that 2 to 3 times right now. And if you have a leash, use the leash to guide them. So, for instance, couche. So with Luca, if I was gonna guide him and I'm gonna use the leash and I'm gonna use a reward, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure the leash is short enough, all right? I'm gonna put the reward in my hand. Hey, Luca. I show him the reward. I'm guiding with the leash as well. I pull up, yes, and I reward him. Just like that. So use the leash as well, okay? So break. So if I wanna move him again, I'm gonna grab him. I can go with just the leash and I'm gonna guide him around. Good boy. Just like that, guys. All right, so now that we got that portion done, we got him in the lure, or excuse me, we got him in the heel position. Now we're gonna work the step off. The step off is super important. All right, I'm gonna have the food in hand. I'm gonna take a step. As soon as he steps with me, I'm gonna mark that. So we step, yes. As soon as he stepped, I said, why yes, and I rewarded him. Do it one more time. I'm here, I take a step, yes, right there. And that's gonna teach them to step off with you. So now I want you practicing both of those. I want you to lure him into the heel position, and then I want you to work the step, right? So it should look like this. So I lure him, I put him in the heel, I take my step, yes. Just like that. Let's work that, guys. All right, you want to go back with Mom? All right, nice. Now, the next portion, guys, I'm going to run through it real quick with Harley. And if you're having a hard time, I can do it with your dog, all right? Because each one of these dogs, I've worked with y'all. They're all very capable of doing this, okay? So I'm gonna go here. I put my hand in food, all right? I'm gonna lure her. She comes into position. I'm here, I'm gonna step. She steps with me and she's gonna walk with me. And then I'm gonna say yes, and then I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna say yes, I'm gonna walk. Oh, made a mistake. That happens, guys. Let's go. So what I like to do with Emmett specifically, he has to do a short leash, okay? So if I give him too much, I'm not gonna get what I want from him, right? Okay, maybe I will. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a short leash, right? I'm gonna lure him, hey, I bring him through, turn him, upward pressure, mark and reward. Oh, he didn't take it, that's on him, okay? So we're here. And once again, short leash, look at that. I step, he steps with me, good boy. He's not interested in the treat, that's fine. So I'm gonna put these away and we're gonna work. So a lot of times if the dog is stressed, they're gonna refuse the treat, okay? So we're gonna start over. I get short leash, come on. I bring him around, guiding him into position. He's there. Now I'm gonna be really short, I'm gonna step, come on. There we go. And with Emmett, he's pulling to get to his parents. So I gave him a little bit of, I wouldn't say corrections, but reminders that he needs to stay with me. So if you've worked with me, you know I like doing like 2 little tugs just to remind him to stay with me. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go from here. Now it's here, we're gonna step off, come on. And I'm walking with him, right? 2 little reminders, right there, nice. But see how the leash is loose still? Now I stop, pull up, he sits. Come on. Not you, Harley. Down. Right here. I stop. Pull up. He sits. And you may have to do short little segments. Remember, these short segments turn into long segments. Come on. So I'm here. I'm walking. Tugs, tugs. He sees mom and dad. He's like, why is this guy hanging out with me? I stop. Pull up. Just like that, guys. Okay? So, come on. Break. Oh, nope. Sorry about that, Harley. Come on. I'm going to work with it the same way. I lure him into that short pull. I pull up. And I'm going to wait. Now, if I got to give him a little bit of assistance with a little butt push, oh, I'll bring him back through. There we go. Now that I have him, I'm going to put this right in his face. All right, he's not too interested, so that's okay. I'm going to put him back down. Sit. Good. I'm going to step off with him. We move. And then if he pulls through, I change directions. I'm not going to let him pull through. So these flat collars, the thing with these is that it's pulling on one side of his neck, so it's actually really bad for him, in my opinion. But I can't let him just pull through. I can't just like let him pull because that's teaching him to pull. It's like, oh, if I pull hard enough, I get to go in the direction I want to go. So at that point, I'm going to change directions and I'm going to move. He pulls, I change directions. Change directions. Change directions. Oh, yeah, see how he's like kind of throwing a little fit right there? It's because he's realizing that he's like, man, he's not letting me do what I want to do. So I'm going to just plop down and throw a fit. No different than a child. But come on, Birdie. Right there. Oh, change directions. There we go. See how it's tightening up just a little bit? So we're not going to see dramatic improvement in one session with him, but we are going to see some. He pulls that way, we go the other direction. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh, sorry. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nice. You see, so it's those small little victories. So you get that little small going and then you reset. See, he's pulling. I'm not going to go that direction. Any direction he pulls, I go in the opposite direction. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Yep, so let's go ahead and work that. Is we put her in the heel. I step off, she steps with me. I walk, she walks with me. I stop, she stops, I reward. So it's this. This is the entire exercise. That's it. And then eventually, you don't need the treat. So it'll be heel, heel, good girl. Just like that. But it all starts off the basics, okay? Couché. All right, we're gonna do this a few more minutes and then we're gonna introduce or reintroduce leash pressure, all right, so that we can work it. Because when you're working the dogs on heeling, you also need to be working on them with leash pressure.